Hi, this is Pat Grady of Embellishing Bliss. Welcome to week 4 of Navigate the Journey. Can't believe we're already halfway through this course. So I want to take just a couple of minutes to review where we've been. Week 1 was anticipation. Trying to prepare to go on this course and anticipating your intention for the class, what it is that you hope to accomplish. Finding a space to work in your journal and also to prepare by getting resource materials and your journal. Week 2 was release. Releasing those things in your life that you really don't need any longer. Whether it be clutter from around your house or email subscriptions. Somehow getting rid of those things so that you can spend more time on the things that you really want to do. Week 3 was reclaim. Going back and trying to figure out what are the important things in your life. Maybe it's something that you've put on the back burner for the last week or even the last month or years, and trying to pull that back, give it the importance that it really needs. Now we're on to week 4, and week 4 the topic is transform. And I think transform is probably one of my favorite topics. It is something that I do in my business on an ongoing basis. I take old to create new. So with accessories, it may be taking old sweaters or neckties or t-shirts and transforming them into something that is even more exciting than it was originally. So when we're talking about transform this week, I want to take us back to when we were kids. We used to play all the time and transform without very many tools at all. I mean, really, you'd take just a couple of folding chairs and a blanket and you'd have a fort. I mean, we would then use our imagination to put ourselves somewhere else, to transform. I also want to talk a little bit about one of the toys, I guess you would call it, that my kids loved to play with when they were little, Play-Doh. And Play-Doh, as you know, when it's nice and soft and flexible, I can put it in the little fun factory here, pop it in the back, and then just squeeze down, and out comes spaghetti. I mean, so this glob of Play-Doh is now transformed into little spaghetti strings. But if that Play-Doh was really hard and crumbly like this, if it wasn't flexible, if we're not flexible, then it's really hard to transform ourselves. So I think part of what we need to do is to think about the transforming, and that we need to keep our mind open. We have to be flexible and willing to look at things differently than the way we normally do in order for them, for us to be able to change or to transform. I also took a look at my journal. This was my very first journal that I did starting a little over a year ago. And toward the back of the journal, there is this page, and you can see here, this says growth. And what it is it's a tree, and underneath are a lot of pine cones, and it's kind of dead, but you can see the green coming up. So it's sort of like in the spring of the year when everything looks really dead, but all of a sudden the green of the new grass or the vegetation starts to grow again. So that I felt was an appropriate picture for this. And in here, it was on Tuesday, February 7th, 2012, so it was almost a year ago. I wrote, think of things differently. And then in here, this is the word transform. And I wrote, to change in character or condition. That's the definition of transform. And now I'm going to read you some of the things that I wrote. How do I take what I like about me, what is important or meaningful, and transform it into something even better? I have done a lot of wonderful things in my life. I don't want to cast away or lose what I have learned, but how do I take these experiences and transform them into something even better? So to give you an example of some of the things, in the brown color here, you'll see positive attitude, high energy, supportive. These are values or things that I value about myself. Stubbornness, be the best, patient, passion, creative, frugal. I think I wrote encouraging, efficient, love for others, fun-loving, confidence. So these were all values, or I should say probably more than values, but strengths about me. So then I took those strengths and then decided what it is that I could do with those. So for example, with positive attitude, I said how I could transform that is to give others hope and belief in themselves. High energy, be an energy giver, not an energy sucker. Stubbornness, see the project through, stick with it through the tough times. So you can see how on this page I was able to take the things that were important to me and transform them into something even better. And I'm hoping that's the sort of thing that you'll be able to do this week in your journal, to try to figure out what is it that is important to you, but how do you kind of twist it, turn it upside down, and make it even better. So I hope you have a great week and that you're able to transform things that are good into something even better. Have a great week.